Digital marketing was hard, not until God showed me this. Three things that actually shifted my digital marketing journey. And believe me, it might change yours too. Honestly, I wish I knew this thing before I started because it would have saved me years of stress and doing things my own way. So the first thing God told me was stop chasing money, build skills instead. And the Bible reference for this is in Proverbs 22 verse 29 that says, set down a man diligent in his works. He will sit before kings and not mean men. Honestly, if you're a very skilled person, you are going to sit before kings. You're going to deal with kings and highly respected individuals and not just mean men. There are a lot of companies out there looking for skilled affiliate marketers, digital marketers, and even advertisers. When I got to realize this, it dawned on me that I've been doing things my own way and neglecting to do things in God's own way. Honestly, I started affiliate marketing about 2 years ago. And in those 2 years has been a process of labor, and struggle. I remember back then, I was tired of doing things my own way because I was like the prodigal son, jumping from pillar to pole, jumping from one affiliate marketing program to the other. Not until I got tired and sat down, I remember sitting down in my room and I had no option than to cry to God. So he told me I needed to go back to the learning phase. So going back to the learning phase, I was like starting from level zero. I didn't have no money, no, I didn't have anything. So it dawned on me that I actually needed a mentor, like a mentorship program where he can hold my hand, and show me things particularly. Because this was the thing he always told me when I saw his face. And it was in that season that I actually met my mentor. And luckily for me, he was also a Christian online enthusiast like myself. So I believed things would go easier since he's a Christian like myself. So we talked at length, we discussed, he told me his price. So I had to go back to God and ask God, God, how am I going to pay for this? Because then I didn't have any money, my laptop was bad. I was just making use of only my phone. So God actually provided money for me to pay for this mentorship course. And when I say God provided money, it was actually not a miracle or manna didn't fall from heaven. We've passed that stage where manna will be falling from heaven. There has to be something you're doing. It has to be something in your hands that you're doing that you can do to fetch you money because it said I will bless the works of your hands. So probably if you don't have anything doing with your hand, if you don't have any particular skill or work you're doing in your hand, so there's nothing for him to bless. So when I say God provided, it's not as if manna fall from heaven or anything. It's just that He opened my eyes to see things I could do with my hands and to see menial things I could do to fetch me money, which I did, and I actually fetched me money to generate capital to pay for my mentorship program. So actually, I was able to pay for the mentorship program. It wasn't that smooth process. It was a process of pain, sacrifice, and a lot of things. But because it took me a lot to pay for this particular program, I put in my all. Like it was like everything to me. I put in my all. I didn't neglect every step and every process of this journey. I had to put in my all to this mentorship program because I actually paid for it. So gradually I started taking a new shift. Not actually because I started making more money, but because I actually put in time to develop myself into becoming a better digital marketer. So in my process, one thing he showed me was that digital marketing and affiliate marketing, it's capital intensive. So it was not as if I lacked strategy along the line. I lacked the initial capital to start up my affiliate marketing process and digital marketing process. In the sense that I realize that most of the big gurus we see today, they actually invested a lot of time and money. I am emphasizing on money in order to make it as a successful digital marketer. Because in the course of digital marketing, to make it to that big milestone, you need a large following and you need to run a lot of ads on the online space. And to run these ads is kind of capital intensive. You need money to put into your ads, especially as a beginner and in the learning and growing phase of your ads. Because in running ads, it's a phase we call the learning phase, whereby your ads learn the algorithm. So when I understood this principle, I doubled my hustle. I mean my offline hustle. If there's any job I can take, I take both online and offline in order to save up, to match the financial strength, to get the financial strength in order to dive into aggressive ad running. So I started getting good at this, and at some point I realized that the knowledge God gave me in this data marketing particularly can be a breakthrough to some other persons. So I started, organizing online class and not just recorded videos, weekly mentorship class for upcoming digital marketers, which was one of my pathway to my digital marketing success. So as an upcoming digital marketer watching my video, don't be ashamed of your little beginning. Don't quit your job, stay at your job, save up, develop yourself, save at all costs, so you have enough capital to start off with your digital marketing process. Get a mentor, which is paramount. Get a mentor that will guide you through, because you need a mentor in anything you're doing. So the second thing God told me was consistency, staying at what you're doing. I've already talked about this. And the third thing was discipline. So in summary of everything I've said in this video, as an upcoming Christian digital marketer like myself, trying to come up in the online space, it's possible to make that amount of money that you're visualizing in your mind. But you just need to take home these things I'm going to tell you now. Skill before money. Start small and grow. Play your edge properly without error.